Morning. It's Sunday morning. Got nothing to do today, pretty much. Got a pretty lazy day, so I thought it's time for the magic box. If you've never been to my channel before, a magic box is basically a box I've got for the samples. Could be anything in here, like masculine, feminine, unisex. It's all sorts, basically samples, designer niche that I've picked up. Little tiny like 1 or 2 mil decants, things that I've picked up over the years and just never got around to smelling. So none of this stuff I have any idea. I just stick my hand in, pull something out randomly, and then I'll wear it, give you my first impressions for the day. Give you my first impressions from the spray, and then I'll wear it for the day, and then give you my kind of longer first impression. So let's see what we got. What is this little beauty? This could be anything. Oh right, okay. So this is I'm not actually sure if this is what it's called. It's Bulgari Man Wood Essence. I think is that it? Is that Bulgari Man Wood Essence? So let's give it a spray. See what it smells like. Bit of a crap sprayer. Oh fuck! That is bad. It smells like potpourri, like cheap potpourri or something. Ooh, that's stomach turningly bad. It's so it smells very lemony. It smells like rather than like a bergamot or citrus, it smells like a lemon, but it smells like a laundry detergent or something, or like washing up liquid. It's really cheap, and it smells like potpourri. There's something sweet in there, just way too heavy. Could be just like benzoin. Hold on. So I've got benzoin here, and I think this is just massive benzoin bomb on the bottom. Yeah, so basically this is just all benzoin in the bottom. That's just a benzoin resin oil, and that's all that this is. It's like basically that you got this like gross cheap lemon that's a little bit sickly and sweet because it's on this massive sort of ball of cloying benzoin. I don't know who made this or how they got it out in any kind of professional level. Surely they didn't quality check this like at any stage. That's bad. And I mean it's called, what's it called? Wood Essence. There's no woods in there at all. It's literally like citrus and then benzoin. I tell you what, it reminds me just a touch of things like Beauregard, Monsieur Beauregard, Penhaligon's, and Valentino Uomo and stuff, because of that lemon on the top, and then like quite a thick, heavy, sort of sweet base underneath that. But I mean, this is miles below those fragrances. Like it's not even comparable. But I'm getting that sort of just from that lemon. Just I'm getting kind of flashbacks to those fragrances. It has got some wood in there now. It feels like wood's coming through. But I wouldn't like to say it's very defined at all. It feels very loose. I mean, I don't know if I'll give it how long. It's been like 1 or 2 minutes. Maybe if we give it like a minute or so, something might start coming out. You would hope so. Right now, you would hope that something is going to define this, because at the moment this is really bad. One of the worst fragrances I've smelled in a long time. Okay, so maybe there's some vetiver in this, and it mixing a little bit with the benzoin, and it's making it like an almost like incense kind of vibe. I think that might be it. I think it might have some some vetiver, but the incense is not like a burning incense. It's not like ashy or smoky. It's like as if you open a pack of incense and stick your nose in it, and like sort of fresh incense. But it's not. But it to be honest, it smells more like potpourri than it does incense. But I'm getting those kind of vibes, so I'm thinking there's like lemon, vetiver, and benzoin, and I think that might be it. I don't know if it's supposed to have anything else, or if it does have anything else. There might be some more woods in there, but to be honest, if that's supposedly woods, I bet you it's just something like a shed ton of ISOE Super or timber silk, or one of those kind of family of just sort of synthetic molecule wood vibes. Because it's not very defined. It's not very like. It's not like you can smell it and go, yeah, I see. That's like a vetiver, or that's a cedar, or that's a mahogany or an oak or anything like that. It's just like wood, like loose wood. But yeah, no. To be honest, all I'm getting right now is like the lemon's gone away now, thank Christ. And sort of this quite sort of like subtle kind of fresh incense kind of vibe, with some like very sort of thick, cloyy sweetness underneath that. It's not pleasant at all. It's not very nice. I will wear it and give it the day, because that's what the magic box is all about, right? So I will wear it, and I'll come back and give you my proper impressions a bit later, and also I'll look up the note listing and what monster came up with this beastly concoction. See you in a bit. Well, this evening, I guess, if it lasts that long. Okay, I'm back. It's 7:30 in the evening. I've been wearing this all day. It's better than it was. Once it dropped that kind of nasty potpourri top, it sort of moved on to its final form, I guess, because it hasn't changed since then. It's pretty linear after that, and it basically turns into a ambroxan benzoin, slightly incensey sort of mess. I found out it was Alberto Marias who made this, which is bonkers. And it only came out last year, so it came out in 2018. The notes for it apparently are, I think, lemon rinds, lemon with sugar, apparently, on the top. And what else did it say? It said it's cedar, vetiver, and in the bottom benzoin. And that was about it for the note listing, I think. And yeah, I have to say, it's not great. It gets better than that opening. That opening is genuinely one of the worst openings I can remember for a long time. I was quite shocked to find out it was Alberto Marias, who, he's done a lot of good fragrances. He's done a lot of other fragrances as well. But you've got to say he phoned this one in. Like, he had to have phoned this one in, because it's nothing particularly special. I mean, I quite like Bulgari fragrances as well. Like most Bulgari fragrances I smell, I enjoy on a degree. But this one, I can't think there's much saving grace about it whatsoever. In fact, that's kind of a lie. The bottle is nice, because obviously I looked up the bottle and stuff, and yeah, the bottle's really nice. But otherwise, there's just no saving grace for this fragrance. It's disgusting in the opening, and then once that goes away after about sort of 20 minutes, it's just boring. There's no character to it. I feel like it's probably does have some pleasing elements, definitely, but it's nothing enough to save it. And I looked up and it said it was £80. That's obscene. I mean, I guess it's because it's quite a new release, but that's obscene. So I sort of sat and had a think, and what you can do better with your money. For starters, if you want to go really cheap, Nuit d'Issy is better than this, and it's a bit different, but it's got that kind of. I mean, this is a bit sort of more blue, but it's got that kind of incense, but it's more characteristic than this. And for £80, you can look at Comme des Garçons. Now, oh, that was right. That was what put me onto this one. So one of the other notes in this is apparently Cyprus. They're having a laugh. I mean, no, but if you really want to smell Cyprus and you really like the idea of a little bit of Cyprus, a little bit of incense, Comme des Garçons Monocle Sugi 3, boom, there you go. That's the same price, and this fragrance wipes the floor with this Bulgari Man tosh. Like, to charge £80 for this, it is a joke, to be frank. Like, I'm not getting like super upset about it, but that is a joke. Like, that is bonkers to be charging that price for this piece of shit. In total, what do I think it smells like? Opens up with like a disgusting potpourri on a bed of heavy benzoin that slowly fades away, and you get a kind of ambroxan mess with a little bit of vetiver that's got about as much punch as a wet noodle, and a very safe, subtle incense that again sort of smells a little bit like cheap potpourri. I say, like, for £80, Monocle Century Comme des Garçons, the gap in class is just astronomical. But yeah, I mean, so am I going to buy it? Clearly not. Do I think anyone should buy it? No. I think there's a million other fragrances you could buy. Do I think it's unisex or anything? I think a woman could pull it off, but I'm not sure why you want to. What situations? Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Maybe it's just caught me on the wrong day. Maybe I should try it in different weather, because it's definitely the Man Wood Essence. I mean, for starters, that's a terrible name, but whoever came out with that name, yeah, should probably have sat and thought about, bit where they're going to put the comma there. But maybe, I was expecting very autumnal fragrance from that name. But it's not. It's definitely like a spring summer thing. It's sort of this. It's got like fresh vibes again, spring. So just don't bother. It's hideous. I haven't looked at anyone else's reviews of this, and I'm a bit afraid because I've got a feeling people are going to cream over this, because it will be like a newly released hype beast. But it's really not. It's really, really not. For the money, you can get a lot better, and for a lot less money, you can get better. Say this is not the world's greatest fragrance, but it is considerably cheaper, puts you in the same rough ballpark, and it smells a lot more character. And for the same price, like I said, leagues ahead. So anyway, that's the magic box. That's what you're going to get, right? Some weeks I'm going to get things I like. Some weeks I'm going to get things I don't like. If you think I'm being harsh, put it in the comments. I can only give you what I can smell, and what I can smell is not great for me. So that's that. Cheers. Thanks for watching. I'll probably see you sometime next week now. Back to the grindstone, unfortunately. But have a great week, and I will see you all soon. Cheers.